Discovered that I had drawing talent until I was in high school. I had a good teacher, and I made a still life that just I was pleased with it. And I think it was the first time I did something that, you know, I said earlier, artists are a little bit like egomaniacs. We are, you know, we make stuff that we think is visually pleasing, and then it makes us feel good about ourselves, and it's validating. And I got that at a young age, and I was like, you're good at this. South. I moved up to the Philadelphia area when I was in high school, and then during and following college I moved a lot. Home is still Philly though. I have a bachelor's degree from University of the Arts, and I'm here to get my master's degree in fine arts, hoping for a topic for dissertation and going for my PhD one of these days. You know, and when I make something like that and I come in the gallery and I sit and I observe people's interaction with the work, you know, I hear things like, that's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. But that's it. That's the thing, is you were just moved to consider what you think ugly is.
I work in Penn, and it's right next to like the Zillow gallery, so usually when I'm on my break, all the students, they come in there and like it's full. So one day I walked in and I'm just like, wow, this is different. And I'm not the type of person to usually be in art, but her one piece, it was like a jewelry box, like filled. It was like pink, and it's just, that's really cool because like it reminded me of something like in my past, like in my mom's past, because like jewelry boxes are a part of like a girl's culture, or however you want to put it. So her artwork, it was just pretty interesting, and I like how like it collided like with some of like individuals' experience, like my experience like with jewelry boxes, and like it was like white pearls. I can't remember, but it just reminded me of like my senior prom, because like my mom, she gave me my grandmother's pearls to wear, and then for her senior prom, like my grandmother gave her pearls to wear. So it just kind of reminded me of like the traditions that like go on in my family, and I know like other people's family. So I don't know, that's the connection I had with the jewelry box.
My professors really liked it. You know, they look at art, and I'm not offended by that at all. My goal when I make art is I try to make art that bridges high and low. So in art speak, there's high art and low art. Low art is the stuff that we see every day, and it's in marketing, and it's on album covers, and it's on t-shirts, which to me is really important, because I'm not making art for rich people. You know, I make art for everybody. So I like to be able to do both at the same time, and it's very hard to pull off. So when they all looked at it, they see art every single day, all the time. They're like, it's all out there. It's too much at one time, but that's kind of why I love it. You know, you start with drawing, or whatever. Some sculptors start figuratively, but they train us in the beginning to be able to draw like a great master's, or at least model ourselves after that. So like Da Vinci and Caravaggio. But you know, you're not Da Vinci, you're not Caravaggio, you are who you are.
So when I say like outspoken, like she doesn't do the norm, like what society's like normed, and like normal artists are doing. She actually like thinks about her pieces and like how they can portray to others. But when you look at her piece, you're not just like, oh, okay, like this is what it's expressing to me. Like you really have to go in depth to what she's like trying to put together.
I know it's a bit easy statement to disagree with, but yeah, so the anti-feminist feminists, I don't know, I figured that out just sort of through making art, because I started to realize that going with certain themes that are already pre-established in the progression of the ideology of feminism, I didn't agree with it. It's sort of there's more rules than there is freedom when you get into ideology, and I don't agree with that, and I don't think that we all fit into a nice little package. And I also disagree with a lot of the things that I hear in certain feminist theories. I understand where they come from, but my personal experience has been different.